Hey there, how's it going? Chris Graham here for We Love Betting and the return of Stats Chat. I hope you missed it during the summer. Five stats bets for the weekend, and I've spent many hours researching it for this weekend. We've got a full programme back over the next few days. Fantastic stuff. Football is well and truly back on the radar. I'll start off with a game on Sunday from the Premier League. Newcastle against Man City. And the dominance here of Man City in this fixture is really quite extraordinary. They've beaten Newcastle 10 times in a row, stretching right back to 2006, and unbeaten in 16 overall. But I think that played 16, won 14, drawn 2, lost none, scored 38, conceded 8, and a points tally of 44 out of a possible 48. Now that is massively impressive. Newcastle's last win was September 24th, 2005. Michael Owen scoring his first goal at St James's Park for Newcastle. Graham Souness was Newcastle manager that day. Stuart Pearce was Man City manager that day. So there we go. A bit of a trip to memory lane there. Watford are home to Norwich in the Championship this weekend. Go BTTS, go both teams have scored 11 of the last 12 times these sides have met. Both teams have scored in this particular fixture. And in fact, if you go back further, 18 of the last 20 times these sides met, both teams scored. It's a really strong trend there in that particular fixture. Game 3 from the Championship, although they played each other last year in League One. Rotherham against Wolves. Wolves unbeaten in 11 against Rotherham in this fixture. Wolves, of course, won 6-4. I think it was Good Friday in this particular fixture. I'm sure we mentioned that in Stats Chat that particular weekend as well. The last time Rotherham won this fixture was back in November the 16th, 1985. An emphatic 6-0 win that day in the FA Cup first round. FA Cup, of course, starts this weekend as well, the preliminary round, but this was the FA Cup first round proper back in the 16th of November 1985. I had a look at some other scores that particular day from the FA Cup first round, and the most eye-catching one was Swansea, of course, in the Premier League now. They beat Leighton Wingate just 2-0 that day back in 1985. Did a wee bit of research on Leighton Wingate. They changed the name to Leighton FC, so basically I guess the smaller brother of Leighton Orient. And sadly they dissolved as a football club back in 2011, so a bit of history there for you when it comes to shit teams. Game 4, Sheffield Wednesday against Derby from the Championship. Derby unbeaten in 12 against Wednesday. Played 12, won 7, drawn 5, lost none. April 2006 was the last time Sheffield Wednesday managed to get the better of Derby. And the fifth and final game of this inaugural Stats Chat of the new season, Elgin against East Stirling from the bottom tier of Scottish football. 9 of the last 10 times these sides have met, it's gone over 2.5. Goals are plenty, in fact 42 in the last 10 matches, averaging obviously 4.2 goals per game. So it's all about the overs in the Elgin East Stirling game. It's all about BTTS in the Watford Norwich game as well. Have a great weekend, enjoy the football, because I certainly will. See you later.